What's going on, guys? So this is an EZ8, that is its portable refrigerator, and this is Master Grade Monday. Oh, and Nick's here.
Hi.
Let's get to it. Alright guys, so on this Master Grade Monday, we're going to take a look at a really old kit. Or rather, it's mostly old. It's from 2000.
Yeah.
This kit's almost as old as you, Nick.
Not far off.
No, it's really not.
Really?
it's like, you're in your early 20s. This thing is only 17 years old.
What does that say?
It could be your like little brother.
Right.
But anyways, guys.
This kid shows my age.
Yes, exactly. How do you think I feel? Anyways, so guys, this is a little bit different of a Master Grade Monday. It's kind of a showcase, but it's not. You know, as I brought it up before, Nick is doing some Master Grade builds and stuff like that, trying to knock out his backlog, and really doing us a favor over here and bringing over his Master Grades and other things like that.
Trying.
You're trying. It's all good, buddy. And since we don't really get that often access to an older kit like this, so he's like, "Hey, I got an EZ8." I was like, "Bring it." So let's look at the box real quick, because it is the old school skinny type of box. And yeah, we got the Master Grade logo up here. It says M8. There's some other squigglies in there, because they were really against lettering back then. I guess they were paying by the letter, and the less letters you showed, the less you had to pay for it. Because I mean, they have this great box art. How dare they try to interrupt that with letters?
Save all the money for the colors.
Exactly. Actually, it's some really good some good artwork. I'm drawing a blank. What was EZ8 from? The actual
08 MS team.
Was it 08? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I thought it was, and yes, guys, I'm a UC noob. Blah blah blah. I don't care. I do like the EZ8, and we had the like ground type Gundam discussion before. How this thing is a Gundam, but it doesn't have a V-fin, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It is a Gundam, and it actually looks really cool. I actually do dig it. Of course, it is a ground-type variant. It came up after and beside the regular Grandpa Gundam. But you got Bandai 2000 down here. You got Bandai right there. Guys, I graduated the year after this kit came out. Just thought about that. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm looking over the books. There's not a lot going on up here, but you do have a Zaku who got his ass handed to her down here. I like the background art. Actually, it's not quite anime, but it's close. You even got some nice weathering in here, and you even see the caution stuff that you probably wouldn't even see ever on the thing. So odds are he was drawing directly off the kit.
Right.
That's actually pretty neat. And guys, you get the obligatory blue background that all the old school kits had. I think the last thing I have that even has that is my Freedom.
Yeah, I remember.
Like my original Freedom.
It's the exact same thing.
I think it's the only one I have. But you've got well, no, I guess technically speaking, the Goof Custom did too. But exact same generation, obviously.
Right.
So we got the front view. That's what the front of a Gundam looks like when it's been lightly weathered and professionally painted and all that. You have rear view because that's the back of a Gundam, and then you've got cockpit because that's what happens. You got hand. Not hands, just hand.
This one.
It only has, it only comes with just regular hands. They're just posable.
This is before manipulating.
Full open. Right. Then you got the pilot. Jesus. It's been a long day, guys. Pilot Shiro Amada. Or Amada. We didn't know how to say it. This is like a 1/20th scale figure, so that's one of the little tall ones. Mm-hmm. And I assume you didn't do anything with that.
No.
Okay, good. And we come over here, and you've got the GUNDAM Ez8. EZ8. It's not an EZ8, I refuse. Alright, EFSF, First Production Mobile Suit Gundam Type. So yeah, it's like very like straight up by itself. And I think realistically EZ8 was only its own thing.
Yeah, I think that was the only one that they had.
Yeah, they just had it, and it came from the ground type Gundams, which was also a side development into Blue Destinies. Stop the squeaky chairness. Stop it. That was a very uncomfortable box turning. Hyper Bazooka, ground type. And he's got a nice little kneel pose, so good luck actually making that happen. And then you got backpack, or the refrigerator, as we call it. Container. No, it's a backpack. And then marking, because you get stickers. Weapons. Really? Did you know it came with weapons?
No, not at all.
I didn't think it would either. And then you've got all kinds of warnings over here. You got a big old 15. You got the guy with the toilet. You got stuff. You got 3,000 yen. You actually got this for what, 18 bucks, something like that.
Yeah.
I think is what the old crappy sticker said.
Yep.
And guys, the CG works are by Beecraft. Beecraft.
Beecraft.
Go Beecraft.
Yeah, Beecraft.
And guys, it's an old kit. It's an old Gundam. Still upside down. I can make it happen regardless.
I mean, you know,
It's always going to end up upside down.
there's nothing you can do about it.
And for anybody who wants to know why the boxes go upside down, ask Bandai. They keep making it that way. So let's go ahead and get to the actual review. There's no build montage for this because, well, we weren't here to build the build montage. So let's get to it. All right, guys. Here we have the. Nope. Wait, that's not right. That's not the.
Goofa.
La Goofa. All right, so here is the Ez8, which, okay, legit question. How easy was it? Not.
I wouldn't say it was easy. It was just more frustrating.
It just, I wanted to know if there was an irony to the name that it would be called the Ez8, but
It
it's
was
actually
a frustrating kid for sure.
yeah. Guys, if you've never built one of the original old school, I guess they're not original, but if you haven't built any of the pre-2005, 2006 era kits, where that was like the big changeover, really, the 00 strike type era,
Right, yeah.
the C00 era that really got us into more modern designs. These things are so different. You don't necessarily get a full inner frame. You do get a lot of inner frame workings for arms and stuff like that, but you even get screws for, you know, connecting bits. Because even the goof over here that my wife built not long ago, like, actually it was quite long ago at this point. That was our old apartment.
I'm trying to think. This is probably around the same time like the G Gundam kits because those had screws in them.
Yeah, G Gundam kits were probably, yeah, pretty much in the 2000s.
Yeah.
I'd have to look, but those are like very simple in comparison. But then again, there's not too much to those. And guys, there's nothing wrong with you. This is the color it's supposed to be. Like, it is actually a really dirty off-white color. That's just the design.
Yeah.
The ground type Gundams were never like clean white Gundams. That seemed to be like the space type stuff.
Even the gray on the ground types was like a weird.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
And guys, it does have a lot of accessories, and we'll have to like spill them all out here as we go. Now, one thing you'll notice that the stickers and stuff are all worn away, like they've been in the toy box for like 5 years. But Nick was actually going for more like a scarred kind of damaged look. So they were all dry transfers, right?
Dry transfers, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you wouldn't be able to do that, obviously.
No. I will say this: these were dry transfers from back then, and they were terrible.
Oh, of course. So they probably would have been bad one way or the other.
Right.
All right, so let's pull out all of the accessories. We have the refrigerator, the shield, machine, little ground type machine gun. Seen that more or less before. And then we have just the regular little beam rifle, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the beam rifle because it's the last thing I picked up. It's not a whole lot different than a regular grandpa beam rifle. It just doesn't have the round kind of not camera part. So this looks like they actually tried to have a real camera, though. They didn't give you a sticker or anything, right?
They didn't give me a sticker for that one.
So we were real poor on the.
This thing was literally like 4 pieces.
Yeah, it looks like it was muzzle down here, the flippy floppy, and then two bits, right? And we will say that he can kind of hold the weapons, right?
Meh.
So you do have a hand that comes off stupid easy. All right, so guys, if there's an upgrade version of this, let us know, because these ball joints are ridiculous. Like, it's almost worth like cutting that off, adding like a just chunk of runner to give it like, I don't know, like 2 mil. Just give it like 2 millimeters longer of a wrist peg. But he does actually have the old school styly 3 fingers and then a trigger and then a thumb ball joint. So you can hold it. This actually makes it very easy. But we discovered, ironically, he kind of holds the weapons better if you don't use the trigger finger. Or maybe that was just a machine gun. Because here's what happens. The fingers and the grip are not the same.
This was before pegs were discovered.
Yeah, they didn't bother using pegs. It was either he was supposed to always have his stuff pointed downward, or you're always supposed to somehow angle the hand upward.
No matter how like hard you try to get it to squeeze, it just doesn't.
Yeah, you can't. Even some of the seed kits have this problem. Actually, the Freedom, the original Freedom Hardcore has this exact problem. Like they left the handles at an angle like they should be, but there's no way for it to hold it effectively, not even all the way back here. So that means that, like, while you can almost grip it, it don't. So what we're going to do from now on is not bother putting the weapons in the hand realistically. So we'll set that aside, and then we got the machine gun, which is more or less what he used probably more often in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ground types all use their machine guns, and that's how it works. You do get the flippy floppy extension. It's actually very much like the local type machine gun, which local type is pretty much a Gundam or a ground type. You get the removable clip, which is actually kind of neat. I do like that. They almost never do that even now.
No, yeah, I can agree with that.
So you just slide it out like so, and you actually have spares, which are over here on the side skirts. That's actually a neat way to do it.
And it's very
yeah, look at that. That comes off.
You don't really
super
notice
easy.
it unless you say that it's a spare.
If they didn't have the color separation, you wouldn't notice or care.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So, yeah. Very simple. That barrel's turned up a little bit. Oh, it's loose. Your barrel's loose. Yep. And guys, if you're noticing that there are nubs and whatnot on there, it's because, well, effectively, Nick doesn't care.
I was so frustrated with this kit.
Yeah.
Which isn't an excuse, but...
I mean, I know how you build. You go back and you clean up the nubs later.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, as you've been explaining to me, you wanted 100% completion, just not 100% finished.
Right.
So, and as well, any builder knows you may be done building a kit, but you're not finished with it. So it's basically got it built, got it done, and called it quits. And you're going to basically play around with it. It was a cheap kit to you, so you're just going to
play with it. So it's going to be a weathering experiment.
Yeah, we should probably go back to that weathering experiment that I was doing before we moved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to actually see and show that off a little bit, if we can actually perfect that. Yes, I'm not telling you guys what it was, because it's actually pretty cool.
No.
So we get the obligatory ground type shield. Looks really neat. Got an 08 that's all scratchy up there. Dude, this thing would be kind of cool with the Herbie the Love Bug colors.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that suddenly went there. Yeah.
Herbie racing stripes.
Yep, little blue and yellow. He's already the off-white color. That could totally work.
He's already there.
You do get a nice, well, I say nice. You do get the arm shield pluggy thingy. Goes right on there, just as it should. Now, we have not figured out exactly why he has this hook on here, but we assume that it's not even for this kit. It's for a totally different one. But you can get the shield to where it's like a weird extension down this way. And I'm pretty sure Jetfire will probably make a comment telling me exactly what that thing is for, because you know what Jetfire is like.
Please let us know, Jetfire.
Yeah, Jetfire, please, since you are the know-it-all around here, tell us exactly what that is for. Alright, so, yep. I'm testing out the strength of the joints. It actually does look really good. I mean, it's a good, beefy Gundam. It's actually got some nice heft to it.
I mean, for an old kit, like, it feels good.
Yeah. The plastics don't feel cheap.
No.
Now, mind you, it's a totally different formulation than modern plastics. Oh, yeah. So they're a little heftier. They're probably a little harder, if I had to guess.
Just a tad
like,
bit.
You can feel the differential in it. Oh, the knees actually rock a little bit. That's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. Since I'm actually down there, why don't we talk about his other little accessories that are hidden away. I dig this design because I like when they hide things. Come down here to the calves. You and your squeaky chair. I'm gonna buy new chairs one of these days so we can do podcasts. You actually get a nice little fold out dealie, and hey, there's your little beanie saber. Look at that cute little beam saber, all tucked away. Like it just sticks in there, and then you just close that up. It closes way easier than it opens.
Very seamless.
No, it's not.
Not seamless, but you know.
It's a good effect though. I like the double hinge there, and I like just that. And actually, I like the idea of it being hidden in the calf, because realistically, that's a huge waste on most of these things. They're just there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's a ground type, he doesn't need the extra like space thrusters or anything down there. So why not? You know. Though I probably would have. You could have doubled it up, like put them both on one leg.
And done another accessory in that.
Yeah, chainsaw. I don't know. Just throw something. Just like, what else could they possibly do? I like the nice seam lines going all the way through the crotch. That's actually pretty cool. Though you really messed up the Easy 8. You can't read it.
Z.
What if I wanted to read that?
Wanted to emulate the box.
And what was that?
That was supposed to be an 8-1, and that one was already peeling, and that's why I started scratching him.
So why is there an 8-1 then an 08?
I don't know. Even on the box, there's an 8-1.
Jetfire! Tell us everything we need to know, because we're not going to wiki it.
Federation stuff.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to pop the shield off real quick.
Earth Feddies.
Normally I show a lot more respect for a kid. I'm not going to break anything, but, you know, he doesn't care, so I'm not going to care too much. Now, there is a cool thing. It's actually pretty posable, I'm not going to lie. The refrigerator. Let's take a look at the fridge accessory. Isn't that pretty?
You're looking for Kenmore fridges at the store.
Hashtag not spawn. So, yeah, this is the extra, like, ground-type backpack thingy, I guess.
Yeah.
So pretty much only the ground types had this, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, it is a really good, solid chunk of a thing. And yes, it can put on the backpack. We'll get to that in a minute. Because, of course, this is a container. It does contain things. So you just come up to the top of your fridge. You want to open the freezer. And you come out. And I think this just pops out just a little. Slides out just a little. And then it flops down and it popped off. And there you have all your little Barbie accessories inside.
Polly Pocket.
That's kind of what it reminds me of. It reminds me of, for some reason, it reminds me of like Barbie toys. But you get your bazooka all broken down in there, actually very much Optimus Prime trailer style. I dig it. Because what's the last kit that you can kit Gundam anything that you had weapon storage like this at all? Nothing. So I mean, it's pretty neat. So you can just reach in here, you can pull out your bazooka somehow. Okay, so you gotta basically kind of pick and choose your parts. Some of it is actually very snug. Like, I cannot get this part out in particular. Like, it was wedged in there. And you guys can see, like, each part is, like, cut out specifically for each thing. Got some very nice molded detail on the inside. I want to see Mitchell do this kit. Like, he would go to the nines on details.
Oh, probably.
That'd be pretty cool. So, we'll close up the fridge for now, because, well, it doesn't serve any other purpose. Though, now I want a mini-bot to, like, hide in there. We need a mobile worker that can hide inside the fridge.
Smaller Wally.
Smaller Wally. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to look and see which parts I've got here. Alright, so we've got bazooka barrel extension here. And if you kind of look right there, there's a little bitty location tab that somebody missed when he was assembling it. So you actually have that little part right there. So you just want to line up all your parts and insert. That's a weird noise. I know what the noise was, but it's just a weird noise. Slide that back and do the same thing on this side. You have your little location tab. You have your hole with a slot in it. You insert the bazooka. Where am I? Okay, come back to this thingy. The clip, as it were. Peg it on like so. And then you take this part. I gotta look at it like, because this is literally my first time assembling this. And you've got tabs, and you have corresponding slots on that side. And here you have the bazooka that you had to assemble yourself. Which I guess realistically, if you built the kit, you had to assemble it yourself anyways. So I don't really know why I would complain about that. And yes, I misassembled it, then I fixed it. Haha. And yeah, no stickers for cameras or anything. But they molded in a trigger. I guess I can be happy about that.
I mean, you know.
I mean, it's neat. Don't get me wrong. I kind of dig it. It's got a howitzer style like barrel on the end of it.
That's my favorite accessory that he came with.
I mean, it's actually a very neat design. I mean, like, it serves its purpose well. And yeah, he can quote unquote hold it.
This is the only one that you guys will get that actually
he can really use as intended, because realistically you have to tilt the handles to actually make it work anyways. Get out of the way, thumb. And guys, this sounds like we're hating on this kit a lot. It's because honestly the design is ancient and old, but it has its, it has its moments. And this ain't one of them, because I'm fighting it. Well, it's a lot like some of the other kits. Like, I hate fighting the bazookas, realistically. I hate it. It's my least favorite thing of any kit is a bazooka. Okay, I know I have
I mean, it's like the curse of the hyper bazooka.
What's hyper about it? I don't know. Okay, so he can more or less hold it in that way. I think that's pretty much even how the instructions show it. So, I mean, it is what it is. That is actually it's a cool accessory for a kit that can't really make use of the said cool accessory. Oh, but let's show how the fridge goes on. I almost forgot about the fridge. So you come back to the backpack, remove the entire backpack, which is actually pretty decent. I like it. You got some big old vernier right there, some nice molded detail on the inside, just begging for some chrome. We need a chrome gold. I think Molotov does actually have a chrome gold, so we need to look that up. Now, you can come back here, and you fold up these parts. You can see you got some little locating tabs there, and you have little notches right there. This will slide up. So that tilts up like so. Come down here and you put down the forks for the forklift. And then you do the scary part. It scares me every damn time.
Oh, I know.
It just comes out with a lot of force. And there is like almost a ratchet to it. So guys, just be careful. Old plastic, but just be careful. So you got your forks. You take your backpack. You've got some slots right there. You've got some slots right there. You have grooves all down the bottom. So you just come up here, line up your tabs, and then lock the bad boy into place. And then you put the backpack back on, and now you have an Easy 8 carrying around his own mini fridge. Or kegerator, or whatever you will. Whatever your method of alcohol transport is with your Gundam, that's what he has. I don't know.
What do you carry around? Pony kegs.
Pony keg. Pony keg?
Pony keg backpack.
We got a party to go to. Alright guys, so let's go over a little bit of detailing and stuff like that, and we'll go over the, articulation. So if you come down here, he does actually have some red eyes that are buried back in there, so you can't really see them. Some nice foil sticker red eyes. I got some foils for the top camera and for the chin, because they can't be bothered to mold in a red chin. You got the nice kind of bluish color going on there. It's got a little bit more green to it than the camera's coming across, but it's not bad. We did forget to show off the cockpit action. I assume it just slides forward.
Yeah, it's another just like the backpack.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just going to pull forward like so. And actually that part's completely coming out, so I'm going to be careful. And you can open up the cockpit right through here. And you can see the little figure right inside. So you can close that up and then slide this guy right back there. And yeah, cockpit. Yay for cockpit. Let's do shoulders, I guess. It looks like it's got some ball joints, pretty much. Yeah. And somebody's going to be cooking right now, making all the noise in the world in the background.
All of the noise.
So we got some shoulder that is loosely attached. We have a ball joint mostly. Actually, not bad swing out on the shoulder joint. Not too bad. Got a decent little hi teacher. Hi, my name is Az8. I can spell my name. It's Easy 8. Why do I always do that voice? Okay, so we got bicep rotation, which is acting a little bit weird. So it has a bicep. It has double jointed elbows that seem to be a little bit limited by the design. Alright, so we got elbows that do elbowy things. We have wrists that are just way too short pegs, as we've discussed. And you got fingers that do fingery things. Yay for those. He's like, yo. Look, Nikki's talking to you.
Hello.
Hold on, if I put my hand here, I can almost see the eyes. Almost. Anyways, I forgot about the head. The head does things. Got nothing but a ball joint, right?
It's just a ball joint.
The chin was completely coming off. Like the entire bottom part of the chin is not really attached to anything.
Yeah, once you get the chin on, you probably want to super glue it if you ever have this kit.
Yeah, that doesn't look happy. I might get an HG version of this. I'm definitely not inclined.
I've heard the HG version is pretty good, and then they have the
Easy SR.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves the Easy SR. You do have some waist rotation, but limited by the crotch. You got flippy skirts. Yay for that. I don't actually know what is the. He's an RX-78, isn't he? What's his actual model number?
RX-79, because the ground types were like RX-79 ground type, I think.
Yeah, but we'll have to look. Oh, by the way, the ammo thingies do pop off. You do get a little bit of hip skirt articulation, but you have T-mounted ball joints like an old crappy HG, so no real Jean-Claude there.
Nope.
No, well, actually, you get a decent leg swivel. It's not too bad, because I always bring up the fact that most of these have full-on rotation that you would never use.
Right.
Like, look at me, I can spin my leg completely around for no apparent reason. Alright, so we do double jointed knee that only goes to there. You do get this. I've been noticing that this moves for some reason. It can do that. Yay, you get cool knee articulation with some handles. By the way, I forgot about the handles on the shoulders. It can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they have shoulders on his handles?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I said, but it still sort of works.
It's been a long day, everybody.
Oh, you didn't tell me that the hips shifted. He's got some shimmy shimmy. He's got the hip
Just
shimmy.
a little bit.
Shimmy. He's got chicken hips. Like turkey neck, but chicken hips.
Chicken hips.
This one kid has completely come up with a new thing. Ooh, we got articulation in the ankle armor. Look at that. Do the ankles actually do anything? Oh yeah, we got some tilty ankles.
You get some pistons in there.
We got some Mark II style pistons going on in there. Looks like a very nice complex angle. I keep saying angle. Ankle. There's a K there, stupid. It's a long day. So
Sounds like Miss Shoki's is
yeah, that's what happens when I make her cook. Actually, I didn't make her cook. She's choosing to cook. All right, so we get some side-to-side maneuvering here. We got some up and down maneuvering. So you can probably get some decent ankle tilt. You can get some nice shimmy ankle tilt. Some nice easy 8 kung fu action going on here. Get some nice, like so. I am kung fu style easy 8. Look at that. Look at that neck. You didn't know it could even bend like that. He's ready to dance. Do Gundams dance?
probably on Build Fighters.
True that, yo.
Anything's possible on Build Fighters.
Yes. And of course, no easy 8 would be complete.
Can't tango without a goof.
Goof Custom. How did he beat the Goof Custom? When the Goof Custom was just that much more badass.
I can't remember.
I mean, obviously he beat him to the ground.
Oh, I do remember the Goof Custom had like pulled off his arm and then he grabbed his arm back and was like beating.
He was
him
beating him with just the arm,
with just the arm, yeah.
which is pretty impressive. But I'm not gonna lie, the Goof Custom is probably a better kit, but it probably comes with less fiddly bits. But once again, I feel weird because I didn't build either one of these.
I would like the Easy 8 to have a 2.0 if that was possible.
Well, why doesn't the Goof Custom have a 2.0 based off the Goof 2.0? I don't understand. Why has that never happened? I know there's a conversion kit and all that, but all these years, two amazing things that people love, especially the fact that MS08 team, you know, or 08 MS team, whatever, they've never gotten updates. And
Where is it at, Bandai?
Bandai, talk to us. Just come here, Bandai. Just come over here for a minute. Just come on in. Guys, give us some updated kits for these. Like,
Both of them. Wow. See?
This is what happens when you try to do things, Nick. Guys,
Both of
seriously.
them.
Both of them. This one and this
They
one.
deserve 2.0s.
Give us 2.0s. In fact, give us 3.0s.
20.0s.
Okay.
20.0s.
There's no such thing as 20.0.
Not yet.
All right, guys. So that's going to be it for this review. Obvious thanks to Nick for bringing this hunk of junk over.
No problem.
Giving us a chance to look at an old kit and seeing what it can't do. Because we saw what it can do, and it's pretty obvious what it can't. Honestly, guys, if you haven't built an older kit, by all means, go do it. If you have built an older kit, leave us your horror stories down below, because we want to know. And if you had an Easy 8, what color would you paint it? I don't know, just
Camo.
random. No. What? Okay, camo is like really in right now, and it's kind of annoying me.
It's like the thing.
Yeah, because I've seen somebody. I think maybe
we
even
could
on
get-
one of these digital camo.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's done some digital city.
Maybe
city
we
camo.
could get a 2.0 of these if they do like a Blue Destiny.
Yeah, we don't even have any Blue Destinies.
Nope.
So see, look, guys, just come here.
Just
come
solve
here.
the
Come
problem,
on.
Bandai.
Come on, Bandit, come here. We got a phone man.
A little closer.
We'll talk. Come on. Give us all the side stories. If you can like ramrod Stardust Memory over and over, just give us some of the better.
I mean,
ones.
if you guys can give us the Afrits.
Give us the Afrits. Actually, I think they were talking about doing this one in a 1-100. Do the Goof Custom as an RE100.
That'd be cool.
That's actually a pretty good segue. Because the next time we have a Master Grade Monday, it's not going to be a Master Grade. It's actually going to be an RE100. Because you guys have been asking for it, and I finally have one thanks to Nick.
Hey.
So we're going to be taking a look at something like that next week. I don't remember if I thank my Patreon guys, but I'm going to right now. So you guys are awesome. John, Andy, Steve, thank you as always for your support. And once again, if this is in the new year, Happy New Year. If it's before the new year, still Happy New Year. And Merry Christmas and all the things around you that are holidays. Whatever it is you personally subscribe to. Like me. You should like and subscribe. Ding. Ding. Terrible. But guys, thanks to Nick. Like literally say thanks to Nick right now in the comments. Say thank you, Nick, for bringing over cool things to look at, because he's going to keep bringing stuff to look at over here.
I have a ton of kits.
He has tons of kits and tons of other fun stuff that I don't have. And, of course, look forward to him on further Shoki Nerdcast and things and the such.
Yes.
Things of the such. English well speak I do. But I'll catch you guys on the next review. Remember, as always, keep on building.
Bye.